In some of the works, you don't at times require all the people to do that work. If you are building a house, it could be only someone or few who would be struggling, working to build that house, whereas everyone else get to stay. Everyone else reap the benefits of this new house. If someone is working, their spouse at times may not work. They will just see to the different chores, maybe children, something else, and the financial upkeep will be seen by one person. And keeping this as a background, I want you to hear this from today's gospel. I tell you, on that night there will be two in one bed. One will be taken and the other left. There will be two women grinding meal together. One will be taken and the other left. Now see it this way. If one of you is quite good, living an exemplary life, it doesn't mean that benefits and the fruits of that exemplary life comes to you as well. When it comes to building of that house, yes. When it comes to living or earning or like working, yes. But when it comes to spiritual life, each one has to work individually for their own life, for their own soul. Someone else cannot eat food for you. You need to eat food. You need to have their own vitamins in order that your body becomes strong. And the same is with the soul. So you need to feed your soul. Someone else can't do that. They can feed your soul, but you have to eat. They can't eat on your behalf. Now if two are in a bed, one will be taken away, or one will reap the fruits of that goodness. If your spouse is good, it doesn't mean that you are good. If your friend who is grinding meal together with you, who is playing with you, who is there in all the different aspects of life, even for the whole day, doesn't mean that you are going to reap the benefits of it. To put it some different terms, it is not transferable. But the sacrifices which are being offered by this other person, the prayer which is being offered by this other person can help you. So all these prayers, all the sacrifices can help you but can't feed you. Those sacrifices and prayers, I would compare it this way. They admit you to a good life. They make your admission, but you need to work. If you are given the admission in a school or a college, it doesn't mean that admission is the end. You are being admitted, you are being initiated, but you need to work, you need to study. Someone else cannot study for you. So when it comes to spiritual goodness, when it comes to spiritual reward, reaping the reward is not based on someone else's credibility or their goodness of life. Our parents could be the best of the parents, or our children could be the best of the children, but that doesn't bring that reward or that spiritual reward to you. You need to work, you need to feed your soul, you need to work on having this goodness of life. We need to practice that goodness ourselves. You don't get the credit points based on the life of your parents or of your spouse. As I've said, their sacrifices, their prayers, their exemplary life can help you, and they can become the models, examples for you to follow. So each one needs to work. One will be granted the reward, not the other half. One would be maybe among your friends. One would get the reward, not the others. So ask the Lord, ask God to help you individually. so that your soul feeds on the spiritual goodness. Your soul is able to perform that goodness, and that you live and work for your own reward.